Jackets win 4-1 over the Florida Panthers. Finally, Elvis has a victory. He played amazing in this game. The one goal he let in, I don't know what goalie's stopping that. Even Peak Bob, when he was with the Jackets, how he would have stopped that, I have no idea. Zach Werenski getting pissed off that his goal didn't count last game. Goes out and scores 3 in this one. It was a little sloppy in the second, but overall by the Jackets, they played a solid team effort and got Elvis his first victory. He was so pumped after the game, that celebration with Foligno. Foligno was not expecting him to go jump into his arms, but Elvis was pumped up, excited. Everybody in the building was excited for him. And so playing at home was a good idea. Crowd energy helped him out apparently. But starting out first period, it's a little bit of a feeling out process and it's kind of back and forth, but nobody's really doing anything. It's just who's going to go first. About 5 minutes in, there's a face-off in the offensive zone. Werenski is set up directly behind Wimberg. Wimberg wins the face-off right to Zach. A Zach slap shot, which he doesn't generally do, beats Bob. Jackets lead 1-0. Zach's 9th goal of the year. This play developed because Zach and Seth decided, hey, let's switch positions, because normally Seth Jones would be standing there. And since Zach's standing there, it's a different angle, and he's able to get the shot off, and it beats Bob. But shortly after that, Jackets take a penalty, and Florida just throws everything at the net. Doesn't matter if it's from the outside, low quality shot, or in the middle, high danger shot. Everything was going at the net. But Elvis stayed strong and Jackets killed it off. And I can't remember exactly when in the first period, but sometime about halfway through, Texlier heads down the tunnel and he does not return to the game because, of course, the injuries have to continue. In order for Elvis to get his first win, the blood sacrifice had to be made. Unfortunately, it was Texlier. But other than that, Jackets had a strong first period. Elvis made some big saves. And taking into account some of Elvis's previous games, Elvis looked great in that first period. Didn't look shaky at all. Made the saves he had to. Wasn't overplaying stuff. And he had to cover it. He covered it. He was hardly leaving his net. And if he was playing the puck, it was a short little pass to a defenseman. He wasn't trying to go up the middle again like he did against Winnipeg. But the Jackets in the first period up 1-0. Come on for a third period. Florida has a little bit of a push and they're in the offensive zone, moving the puck around really well. The fourth line's out there doing a good job defending, but they can't get it out. Florida does a good job. They keep it in. Florida Panthers get to the point of Strawman, and as soon as he gets it, he just unloads it towards the net. And it's going blocker side. So Elvis is looking around the defender and goes, okay, it's blocker side. And starts to head that way to make the save. As it's coming in, Cbjfr tips it, and now it's going glove side on him, and Elvis had no time to react, and it beats him, and the Florida Panthers have tied it at 1. Jackets push back a little bit, but not too much. Florida controlled a lot of that second period, but even though Florida was controlling it, the Jackets were doing a good job and taking away the middle of the ice, so Elvis had to make the easy saves. So while Florida did basically run the second period, the Jackets did a good job defending and really took away Florida's ability to take over the second period and the game. About 5 minutes left in the second period, Jackets are on power play and they're moving the puck around really well. Puck works its way over to Stenlund. Stenlund has something wrong with his skate and goes, something's wrong, and gets rid of it and heads to the bench. Foligno comes on and heads towards the net. So now the Jackets are moving the puck around. People are getting into new positions. Wimberg has the puck on the wall, sends it over to Nyquist in a lane that was created by Foligno heading towards the net. Nyquist has it. He tries to go down to Foligno, but it deflects off a Florida player, goes right to Jenner. Jenner tries to control it. He can't really do it first attempt, but he goes for a second attempt shot, beats Bob, and the Jackets lead 2-1. Boone Jenner's 8th goal of the year. It was a good power play, even though Stenlund had to go off. I think that Foligno coming on threw the penalty kill off for Florida enough for the Jackets to get a couple of good passes through, and once Boone Jenner's been saw with the puck, it's hard for him not to score, just pounding away at it, and it beats Bob. Florida would push back a little bit in the rest of the second period, taking it to the Jackets. But like I said earlier, the Jackets are doing a good job taking away the middle of the ice from the Panthers. So we end the second period with the Jackets up 2-1. Came out for a third period, and the Jackets looked like this was their period. They were going to win the period, win the game, and get Elvis a win. They took control of it. Getting off in zone, working it down below the net, making good passes, pitting some shots on Bob, and when Florida would cause a turnover and retrieve the puck or something would happen, the closer they got to Elvis, the more resistance they got. And when they got in tight where they're going to score from, there was no space. The Jackets were taking it away, stripping them of pucks, pushing them around. making sure they had nothing. About 4 minutes into the third period, Jackson offensive zone, moving the puck around really well. They get the puck below the goal line, send it to the point, and the point would send it back down, and just hit the cycle game on and wear down Florida's defense. Nick Foligno gets the puck to the point to Zach Werenski. Zach sends the puck down wide of the net. Boone picks up, sends up back up to the point to David Savard. Savard goes, "Hey Zach, you just had a shot. Take another one." Gets over to Zach. Well, Florida's now chasing the puck, and Zach has some open space. He skates into it, hits a shot. It beats Bob, and the Jackets lead 3-1. Zach Werenski's second goal of the game, 10th of the year. Now, Florida would end up challenging this goal, and I can kind of see why. Foligno got in close by Bob, and he did touch Bob, but to me it looked like Ekblad was kind of directing him there. If Ekblad doesn't touch Foligno, Foligno goes and stands next to Bob. He doesn't get to Bob. But because Ekblad is there battling with him, Foligno ends up going to Bob. And he does bump Bob a little bit, but not enough. That shot was beating him no matter what. 4 minutes later, Jags are back in the offensive zone, battling in the corner. And it's a small cycle. It's from behind the net to the bottom of the right circle. And the three players, Foligno, Nyquist, and Jenner, are just going in a giant circle, sending the puck back, moving it forward, sending the puck back to the guy who's now behind them, and just wearing down Florida. Nyquist ends up receiving the puck. He sends it out front. Zach pinches it off the point. He gets it. And my favorite part about this goal is Boone Jenner's by the side of the net as Zach receives the puck. Boone Jenner does a little stick tap like, "Hey, give me the puck." Like, Boone, it's Zach Werenski. He has 2 goals on the night. He has a shooting lane, and he's got time and space to take the shot. You're not getting that puck. Zach takes his time and space, steps into it, takes a shot, beats Bob. Jackets lead 4-1. Zach Werenski completing the hat trick and his 11th goal of the year. After that, Florida would put on a little bit of a push, but the Jackets just locked it down. They were not going to get to Elvis, and he was going to get his first win here. And they would just defend as long as they could. They would try and go for a couple opportunities, but if they weren't there, the Jackets were not taking the risk. And so the Jackets hold on for the 4-1 victory. And so the 3 stars of the game, third star was Boone Jenner. Okay, that one's fine. But the second star is Elvis. And with all the stuff he's gone through, with everybody expecting him to be NHL ready and good to go from first night, and he's struggled and he's battling, he's trying to get some stuff, and now there's all these injuries, and then Corpy gets injured, and now he has all this pressure on him, and he gets his win like that, and they give him a second star. I get Zach gets a hat trick. It's the first defenseman since 2006 for the Blue Jackets to get a hat trick, but Zach's offensively talented. It's his 9th, 10th, and 11th goal this year. He's a good goal scorer. Give him a second star. Elvis deserved the first star of this game. He played out of his mind. Florida had a bunch of chances, and he shut it down. He made some incredible saves, but Zach gets first star, which I kind of see. It's a defenseman getting a hat trick. That doesn't happen too often. So with the year coming to the end, hopefully the Jackets can leave all the injuries in 2019, head into 2020, and get healthy and go and maybe make a push for it. They're getting closer to playoff spot. They're 5 points out, and they're on an 11-game point streak. You never know what's going to happen. So until next time, when the Jackets play the Boston Bruins, click, like, and subscribe, all that fun stuff. Until then, I'll see you later.